Hello, Mermaid. Today I want to review a tarot deck. And the deck I want to review is this. The Night Sun Tarot. And it's made by Fabio Listrani. I think that's how it should be pronounced. Here is getting out of the way. Let me see. So, yes. This is a Gothic style, but very symbol-rich deck that I really like. The box is extremely shiny. So, it's made by Low Scarabeo, like a lot of decks are. And unfortunately, it came to me damaged. But that doesn't matter. These boxes will eventually get broken anyway. Sorry, just need to adjust the camera. So yes, let's have a look at the little white book first. Generally speaking, these little white books for the low Scarabeo decks are exactly the same as one another. So yeah, it begins with a little bit of information on the deck. Then there is in these lately there have been a unique layout. There are also that here. I really like that. That is one good reason to buy the deck. I think I really like layouts, and especially when they don't always give the same layout, the Celtic cross and all of those, because we all used the Celtic cross. It's very nice to have something other than the typical layouts. So yeah. Then of course, again, this little tiny book. I think it's 5 languages. Yes, it's English, Italian, Spanish, French, and Deutsch. So yeah, but anyway, it starts with an introduction. Then you have the major arcana, and I only get this little blurb here. One small paragraph, so not a lot of information there. And then we have the little arcana, which only get 2 lines. And then we have a bit about numerology, which is very important in this deck, so they have included a bit about it, which is nice. And then they are the Trident of Shiva. That's the this layout here. And here is the information about it. So not a whole lot, but yeah, and that's the information that is in the book. So I am more pleased with this than a lot of little white books from Low Scarabeo, but it's still too little information. The layout, Do Rise It, is a good layout, but I have included some information on numerology is also good, but still, if you're going to buy this deck and it's your first deck, don't base yourself on this little booklet giving you enough to start reading with it. You're going to need a tarot book in addition. There's something that annoys me when I started reading the tarot way back. When you bought a deck, the little white booklet actually gave you enough information to start reading. And, I mean, it didn't give you a lot of information. You definitely needed a book after a while. But it gave you enough. You could just buy it, open it, and then start reading right away, because there were enough information in the little white book to get you started. There isn't anymore. And that annoys me. But yeah, so far, while the Low Scarabeo little white books has gotten very crappy lately, this one was a little bit less crap. So this one is more little kitty pellets of dried droppings rather than camel dung. Still not good, but better. But nobody buys these just for the little white book. Let's look at the cards in their very shiny box. Come out, card. Here we go. One more. Come out. here we go. So, of course, first we have the title card. And we have the advertisement thing card. Whoops. Here it goes. Now let's get into the meat of it. We have the Fool, an edition. I of course can't show you all of these because then we will be here until tomorrow, but I can show you some. As you can see, it is a Gothic, dark but not so dark that I think it will offend anyone. It's in a way dark, but not violent or what a lot of people today call dark. I think it's very beautiful. I do like, as you can see here, the various astrological symbols that you can see in here that have influences on the card. Numerology has a very big part of it. It's very, very symbol rich. Generally speaking, it do follow the Rider White deal, but with its own little flair. But it has less flair than a lot of low Scarabeo decks, so I would say this one is pretty traditional. I would say that these are one of the decks that you can use with for ritual magic that involves the tarot. I do, however, recommend still there that you either go by a Rider White deck or Hermetic Tarot, but you can definitely use this. Isn't this pretty? The symbols and figures are very well drawn. There's a particular mood in this deck. I really like it. You can say it's almost like a bit steampunk, a lit Victorian Gothic, a bit just weird. And I like that combination. I really like it. So, yes. I especially like Death here. I think it is one of my favorite Death cards. Because, and I hope that YouTube won't slam me for this, because you can see boobs. I mean, you can see all sorts of horrible things on YouTube. People being killed, disfigured and things and such. But a nipple? Oh no, you don't. But yeah, the reason why I really like this one is that you can see Death here is pregnant. Because a lot of people think that death means actual literal death. And while it can mean that, what death means is transformation. It means going from one stage to another, the end of one thing and the beginning of another. And as such, somebody that is pregnant is because that's a change. You can say that, for example, the classical image of the goddess Kali is a very good example of the energy you find in the Death card, because there you see Kali beheading her lover, while she at the same time gives birth to the world around her. It's a creator and a destroyer, and that, I think, is reflected very well in this card. So, yes. Chariot here. They do seem to like boxes, but yes. This is the back of it. Just very plain and simple. Of course, what people might not like here is that it is not reversible. You can see immediately if the card is upside down or right side up, which I am not terribly pleased by, but it'll do. Tower. So yeah, I'm thinking I will show you the Major Arcana here, and then just show you some of the court cards. Oh, and I really, really, really like the world. So, cardstock quality, I will say, is passable. It is not as good as I would have liked, but it's very well. It's not very flimsy. The cards feels sort of waxed. I think these cards will last you for some time, if of course you're careful with them. So yes, here you see ace goes. I would say that this one has the court cards half illustrated. As you can see, they are illustrated, but many of them have only basically one figure sort of holding whatever symbol is there. Let's have a look at some coins. You can see what I mean. It is definitely illustrated, but they're not full complete scenes for each card. But still, I think they work pretty well. I sort of like this style. Let's see some court cards. So yeah, this is a generally good quality deck. I have no regrets buying it. And if you want something that's very simple, rich, somewhat complicated, but have a very nice, dark, Gothic feel to it, then I will definitely recommend this deck. It can be used as a ritual tool, but again, a very classical Rider-Waite deck is more recommended, but all in all, I would say this is a pretty good option. I could definitely see myself doing ritual work with this. So yeah, I don't know what more really to say about it, other than that the back design is a bit boring and it's not reversible. I really do not have any great complaints with this. I think I'll give this deck 9 out of 10. It's pretty good and I recommend it. Of course, if you don't like dark and gothic things or want something a bit simpler, then this might not be the deck for you. But if you like what you saw, then this is a good quality deck. And that is my review of Night Sun Tarot by Fabio Listrani by Los Caribbean. Hope you enjoyed this review. Have a great day and blessed be.